Butterflies in the sky, I can go twice as high. Take a look, it's in a book, Reading Rainbow. I can go anywhere, friends to know, and ways to grow. Reading Rainbow. I can be anything. Take a look, it's in a book, Reading Rainbow. Reading Rainbow. Yeah! Hello everyone, my name is Brett Keene, and this video is a response to Bible Truth, whom I discovered while watching a Firefly 515 video. I was watching this video and it starts off basically with little babies who are all chopped up in little pieces. Clearly not first semester fetuses. These are probably stillborns, children that died in the womb when they were fully developed and almost ready for birth. Babies that were most likely born and basically thrown away because they didn't survive. It happens every single day, whether a woman wants to have a child or not, whether a woman wants to allow a fetus to develop into the point where it becomes sentient and has a consciousness. But what I don't understand from your video, Bible Truth, is why you're so self-righteous and why you hate your God so much that you claim to love. Your video clearly shows hate towards God. You say that killing babies and children is wrong. You say that harming innocent children is wrong. I am just curious, where were you whenever your God drowned the entire human race and drowned all the pregnant women and fetuses? Where were you when the little 5-year-olds were running for their life whenever the ocean and tides were bursting into land, swallowing up all the little babies and children and all the little animals and puppy dogs? Where was your self-righteousness then? Did you stand before God and tell him, oh no, it's illegal to kill the babies. It's illegal to kill the fetuses that are in those pregnant women you're drowning? I'm also curious if in Psalms 137 verse 9 you were present when your God was instructing men to take little babies and smash their little skulls up against rocks. Where were you then? And it gets worse. God goes into Egypt and kills all the firstborn. Not a peep from you. I don't hear one time you standing up with all those pro-lifers out there screaming and yelling, oh no, God, don't you kill those little babies and shit. No, you didn't. And you don't seem to be too saddened or upset by the fact that God allegedly put his spirit into the womb of a young woman. Not even that. I'd have to say a young girl. It is believed that she was about 13 and 14 when she gave birth to the baby Jesus, whom God had already planned on aborting 33 years later. Just plucking out his existence, killing him. Of course, if you believe that Jesus is God, then you would have to call it suicide. Either way, it's death. It results in the same way. But you'll celebrate God's abortion, won't you? You'll celebrate the abortion of Jesus Christ. It doesn't make any sense to me. If you're going to stand up for fetuses and call women murderers for taking out a potential life, not even a life, then why don't you do the same and have the same damn standard for your God thing, your belief system? Let me ask you a question, if you don't mind. I sat through your whole video and I listened. And I want you to look straight at me and listen very closely. If you knew that those baby parts that you showed at the front of your videos We're going to grow up and become atheists, or homosexuals, or Muslims, or pagans, or people outside of Christianity. And you knew that because of that choice that those people made in their life to either be any of those things, or they were just simply born gay, would you then be fine with God burning all of their carcasses in hell? Would you? Would you stand up in front of God and say, I value life, I believe in the right of life, I believe that that homosexual that you plan on burning in hell, God, doesn't deserve it, that atheist who questioned, that pagan who believed in many gods, or the Muslim who thought Allah was the way? Will you then stand up? Will you picket it like you do the clinics? I'm just curious. You show all these little pictures of gnarled up babies, but what about all the pictures of gnarled up babies of what Moses did? What about the men of the Bible who butchered and chopped up little children, full-grown men and women? Would you then care? Because personally, I think you have double standards. Personally, I don't think you give a fuck about babies at all, do you? You wouldn't have the first clue. And you know how I know that? Because Christians like you who talk shit about how much you care about the fetus, where are you if the baby is born? Do you help any of these mothers? Do you help them take care of the children? No. You're just good at yelling and bitching, but you're not committed to actually taking care of a child, are you? Being that you're a child yourself.